Hi, Mika here from Superchat, and in this video we will be covering our brand new AI agent, and we are going to build a complete AI agent from scratch. And today we will take a look at the support case. So how can we use Superchat's AI agents to fully automate our support? And that's exactly what we are going to do today. So as always, let's get started right away and let's not waste any time. So as you can see here, I'm already in the AI agent overview. You can find this one here in the navigation under AI agents. Here we already have one AI agent up and running, but as I said, we will build one from scratch so that I can actually show you everything, how it works, and then how we can also set it live at the very end for customers. And we are also actually going to test it ourselves. So let's go ahead and click on new AI agent. And today what I want to do is to build a support agent for IKEA. I'm pretty sure most of you know IKEA, I think very well-established brand. It's a huge furniture shop all around the globe. And yeah, we are building an AI support agent that basically works across all channels and always tries to resolve the customer issue first, and only if needed, hand it over to a human agent. So here you see this model here in front of us. So what we now need to do is basically just describe very briefly what we want to build, and then Superchat actually does the heavy lifting for us. So I don't really have to do that much. So all I'm saying here is, hey, create a support bot for IKEA that should help customers with any questions. It should have the brand voice from IKEA, be fun and quirky, but also serious and actually help the customer. So pretty brief explanation on what we actually want to build. Now we can do an additional step here by already now providing company data that we want to train the AI agent on. So what we can do now is by uploading files, with FAQs, for example, with like frequently asked questions where we have a PDF, everything mapped out, or we can also provide a website, and that's exactly what I copied like 2 minutes ago, the domain from IKEA. And now what we are going to do is basically make all the data from that domain accessible to the AI agent and train him based on this data. And then in the next step, I won't do it now, but like in a second, I will also provide a document with frequently asked questions to give him even more knowledge on our product, our services, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead. For now, I'm fine. So let's go ahead and create it. So here you can see the loading screen. It will always take 2 seconds. It's actually always crazy how quick it is. And here, as you can see, the AI agent was really created within a couple of seconds. We already gave it a name, IKEA Buddy. We selected an avatar. My favorite one is always the Astro Ranger. So let's go ahead and pick this one. And now this is the interface where you can really fine-tune and manage your AI agents. So here on the left-hand side, you can already see we have different settings that we can do here on the AI agent. We have goals and personality. So these are really the instructions that we are giving to the AI agent on what he is supposed to do, on his responsibilities, his tasks, but also his boundaries and limits, and also how he should chat with the customer. So is he funny? Is he quirky? Should he use emojis, for example? So we can be very, very specific here. Then next up, we have knowledge and data, and here we will provide all the company knowledge. So here, as you can see, I already provided the website. So currently, like we are processing all pages. And then in the next step, we will actually make them accessible to the AI agent. That always takes a little longer, especially, with bigger pages, with like domains with a lot of subpages, like the one from IKEA. So this is currently still ongoing. Then here we can, upload documents. That's what I mentioned a couple of minutes ago. So here what we can now do is say, hey, upload document, and here I already prepared the IKEA AI agent FAQ. So here I listed a whole bunch of frequently asked questions from customers and already provided the perfect answer for the AI agent. So I'm going ahead and uploading this one as well. So now you can see the AI agent is currently being trained. And then last but not least, I have the option here to create QA lists. QA list basically is knowledge that you can maintain in Superchat right away, just making it a little bit easier to add, remove, update knowledge instead of always, going to your documents, replacing stuff. So here what we can do, for example, refund policy. So if we have a whole bunch of questions and, guides on refund policy, we can add all the questions here. So here, as you can see, I can add multiple questions at the same time. I hit create, and now I have my first QA list with basically all the knowledge that the AI agent needs to respond to all refund policy questions. So here, of course, I would go ahead, create a whole bunch of QA lists, add, question answer pairs along the way. This way, really actively training the AI agent. That's also what I recommend. So every time the AI agent doesn't do a perfect job in responding to specific questions, the easiest way to fix it is to actually then go ahead and add these questions here to one of the QA lists that you created, thus actually, proactively training the AI agent to do a better job going forward. Nice. For my case, I don't need this, so I'm going ahead and deleting that one. Then next up, and probably the most powerful upgrade to the new AI agent, is tools and actions. So previously we called our agent chatbot, and then we renamed it from chatbot to agent. Why? Because now the AI agent is capable of doing a bunch more, a lot more than just chatting and responding to customers. He can actually now do stuff. So the new AI agent is capable of writing internal notes, super powerful, especially in the support case. We will see it later when the AI agent successfully, for example, resolved the customer issue. He can just summarize what he did in a note, thus documenting everything. And then same thing when the AI agent, hands over conversation to a human agent because the contact asks for it. Then instead of the human agent needing to go through all the messages and through, what the AI agent discussed with the contact, the AI agent can just, before handing it over, can summarize everything with to-dos and next steps, making it super, super easy for the human to actually take over. Then next we have read contact. So here the AI agent is also capable of reading all contact attributes from the contact. So here in this case, we just gave the AI agent access to the contact's first and last name, email address, and phone number. So we can also go ahead. Let's actually, for our case now, create a customer ID. And this as text. Now we just added also the customer ID here so that you can also access a customer ID. Then next off, we will also give the AI agent the capability of updating the contact. So you can proactively ask for information and then save it to the contact. Here in our case, we just want to give him access to the customer ID. More on why we did that in a second. Then here in the second to last step, we have automations, super handy. So here in automations, we can really configure on when the AI agent should actually, handle which conversations. So here we can either say, hey, the AI agent should always respond to customers only at first contact or only with each chat opening. Perfect for our example later. I will explain it in more depth. Then only outside of business hours, perfect, on weekends or after business hours during the week. And then we also have the option that the human agent from the inbox is able to just hand over the conversation manually to the AI agent. Super powerful when there's yet again like another customer asking super plain questions, and then it's usually better off that the AI agent does like these simple tasks instead of you kind of wasting your time. Exactly. Let's jump back to goals and personality and take a bit of a closer look here. Don't be confused. The AI agent is still being trained because it's still syncing the website. So this usually takes a couple of minutes. Again, because IKEA's website is pretty big. So like here, we now already pre-filled everything. So we have role and tasks. So here we really say what the AI agent should do, how he should do it, style and language. So here, as we said it earlier, how we wanted it. Tone is fun, quirky, serious and helpful. Style is clear, concise. And then here we have some boundaries. Do not provide incorrect or misleading information about the product or services. Do not make promises regarding product availability or delivery times. So this was all pre-filled. I think this looks pretty good. Let's take one more closer look here to, the role and tasks. So here the core tasks are engage with customers in a friendly and approachable manner, using a touch of humor when appropriate. What I want to do here, and that's also the reason why I added the tool, that the AI agent is capable of updating the attribute contact customer ID. I want the AI agent to always ask first for the contacts or for the customer's customer ID. So, and always in the beginning, ask for the customer's customer ID. The customer ID always starts with CU and is followed by 8 digits. Example, what did we say? CU, and then here, so perfect. And so now we even said to the AI agent, before actually handling the issue, always ask first for the customer ID. It looks like this. Please make sure it has the following format, because we all know it, especially like in support. The customer is then, instead of providing the customer ID, he provides, for example, the order ID, which happens, I think, quite frequently. So here, if the contact does not have the customer ID, just skip it. Then here, second, understand the question. 3, offer guidance. 4, confirm resolution of issues and create a brief internal note summarizing the conversation for human teammates if needed. Add the internal note every time you resolved an issue and or where before handing the conversation to a human agent. So now we have 2 cases where the agent should actually create an internal note, either when he successfully resolved the issue himself or when the contact asks for human help, and thus, instead of the human then needing to go through the entire conversation, the AI agent should please go ahead and summarize everything. Perfect. Honestly, that looks pretty good. We didn't make big adjustments. Now let's test it. Hi there. I have a question. Here. Hey there. Happy to help. What's your question? If you have a custom ID, looks like CU, feel free to share it. Now let's trick the AI agent and see what it does, because this is not a custom ID. He's smart enough to identify this and says, hey, quick check, our customer IDs look like this. And now I say, hey, okay, this is my customer ID. this is a correct customer ID, and now we can continue. Of course, you can also say, hey, before even, offering support, we need the customer ID. Now you can see the power. So like here, remember, under tools and actions, we said, hey, you can update the customer ID when you have a valid one. And that's exactly what he did. So here he now said, hey, updated the customer ID to the customer ID provided by the customer. In this case, it was myself. Now it continues. Got it. Thanks. What's the question? Let's solve it together. Now I actually brought a case here. I have pretty broken shelf that I want to return. Now let's see what the AI agent says. So like the shelf is pretty broken. The AI agent says, oof, looks like the top panel took a big hit and the honeycomb core is exposed. We can sort this out. And then quick options. If it arrived damaged, I can help start a replacement. If it was damaged during assembly, we can order replacement top panel, usually cheaper than the whole unit. Perfect answer. Great. Thanks. It was damaged by me. Let's see now his response. But you get the point. The AI agent is now helping. That looks good. And now I say, please connect me to a human ASAP. Now what hopefully should happen is AI agents responding and summarizing the conversation in an internal note. Perfect. That's exactly what happened. The AI agent identified, hey, a human handover should take place, summarizes the entire issue in an internal note. Here, for whatever reason, in German, I think this is just because I'm currently also in a German workspace, so ignore that. This won't happen with you as long as your workspace is in German. Otherwise, you just need to adjust the prompt. But that looks good. Here, summarizing the note and then saying, hey, got it. I will get a human colleague in this right away. They pick it up so that this does not happen again. I will just here say again, please do it in English. It's a little bit weird that he did it in German. The internal note should be in English. Done. So now I'm pretty happy with that setup, a little bit of fine tuning here and there, but that's fine. Now let's go ahead. And what we want to do again, we are sticking to the support case. I now want to set this up with each chat opening. How exactly this works, I will show you in a second, but I basically just selected this automation template. Now, as you can see here, everything was already pre-filled, even with instructions and a kind of a tutorial for you to get a little bit more guidance. I will delete it because I will explain it now. So like here, this automation is really triggered in two cases. Basically, the new customer is messaging you where you don't really have a conversation with that contact yet, then the AI will be triggered and will try to resolve the issue. And then here we see we have here a couple of exit paths. If the contact doesn't respond within 23 hours, we just go ahead and mark the conversation as done. When the customer wants human assistance, so like here we are using these exit conditions that you can also customize and completely create from scratch. For example, if you also want to do a human handover when a customer gets mad or aggressive, you can just give this exit condition a name and then say, hey, every time the customer gets mad or aggressive, then do the following, and then we would also, connect this path to a signed conversation, for example. So like here, you can completely customize the setup depending on your preferences. But we kept it simple. So if the contact does not respond within 23 hours, we mark the conversation as done. When the customer wants human assistance or asks for human help, then we will assign the conversation so that a human agent is pinged, is notified, and then can manually respond to the customer. And then upon task completion, so here the AI agent automatically will detect, hey, I figured everything out. I helped the customer. I asked and double checked if there is anything else I can help with. And if that's not the case, the AI agent says goodbye. And then the AI agent will automatically close the conversation. So like here in this case, mark conversation is done again. Exactly. that's pretty straightforward. I will do one more thing just for testing purposes. So like, please ignore that. For you, this does not apply. I will just now apply it to, context with my first name because I just want to test it in production. I still have to define the user. It's myself, who the conversation is assigned to. Of course, I forgot to say which AI agent we want to use here, the IKEA buddy. And now I can publish the automation, and then we can already take a look how this actually looks like in action in WhatsApp. So let's go back to Superchat. Now I will send a message saying, hi there. Now here, new customer. Now this means, the automation is triggered. Why? Because we said like on new incoming conversations, so new customers writing us a message, or, when like conversation is reopened, meaning when the conversation isn't done and then it's reopened by a new incoming message from the contact, thus meaning, hey, the customer has yet another issue, problem, or question. So here you can see the active automation is the one that I just published. And here, what I want to do for demonstration purposes is to pin the attribute that we gave to the agent, the customer ID. So I pin it so that you can see it here, because pay attention to this. As soon as I now provide this information, this will be automatically filled. So here saying, hi Mika, hope your day is going smoothly. Do you have your customer ID at hand? Of course. Let's now give him the right one right away. We already tricked him earlier and he did a good job. So now me providing the customer ID here in the right format. So now here you can see right away, real time, this was updated. Now also for next time, as we also gave him read access to this contact attribute, he won't ask again for the contact attribute because he already has it. Of course, if you want the AI agent to double check the customer ID or whatever you want, you can actually, do so by, telling him in the prompt to, confirm the customer ID, for example. So this is really up to you. Now it continues. Perfect. Thanks, Mika. What can I help you with today? Can I return products within 2 weeks? Now, I already got the response saying, hey, yep, you can return most products within 14 days, as long as they are unused, in resellable condition, and so on and so forth. Now we'll just say, hey, perfect, that helped a lot. Thank you very much. Now I expect the AI agent to kind of follow up and say, hey, is there anything else I can help you with? Maybe, wishing me a nice day. Before then identifying, hey, there's not anything else to do, so that I can, set the conversation to done. First, however, the AI agent went ahead and created an internal note. Why? Because the issue was resolved. Kind of here now also in English, summarizing everything. Now the AI agent follows up. You are very welcome, Mika. Glad it helped. Anything else I can help you with? And then I just say, not today. Thank you. Probably, let's see, maybe he wishes me a nice rest of the day, or he already now closes the conversation. Here, you've seen the AI agent now said, hey, the conversation is completed. I double checked if the customer has any other issues I can help with. Now the chat was marked as done. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now here, we also then always have the entire log of notes, kind of, stating which kind of problems, which kind of tickets the customer had, like a very nice activity log on what was actually going on. And now with, like us setting up the automation this way, the conversation isn't done. And now, imagine I'm the customer, now a couple of days pass, or, a couple of weeks pass. And then I have a new question now. Another question. How can you help me? Can you help me set up my Kallax? My Kallax shelf that I just bought. So now, the customer is, kind of opening a new ticket. So like reopening the conversation by a new incoming message. Now the AI agent, is triggered again. You see the automation is active. And now the AI agent is smart enough to not ask again for the customer ID. Why? Because the customer ID is already provided. So now the AI agent responds saying, hey, absolutely happy to help you build your Kallax. Quick things I need, size and version, and so on and so forth. Perfect. So here you can see everything really works very flawlessly, exactly how I wanted it to. So I'm very happy. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that gave you a quick rundown on how powerful this new AI agent is. And I'm pretty excited to see what you are going to build with it. So yeah, greetings from Berlin. Hopefully see you very soon. Bye-bye.